they basically did the same thing that they did to Saquon to me. They was like, hey, if you think you got a better offer, then basically go find that offer and come back to us with that offer. So they didn't think that, same thing with him. They didn't think that nobody was gonna offer what they offered, and they thought we was just gonna come back like, hey, we need, like on some begging stuff. But that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, money, 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 money. Ain't that funny? I got haters. Yeah, they watching, but I know they love me. Money, 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 money. Ain't that funny? I got haters. Yeah, they watching, but I know they love me. Riding around the city, plastic cup of C-Rock. Bigger and I'm blacker. I am on that Chris Rock.
Ladies and gents, welcome back once again. Yours truly, Bryant McFadden, Patrick Peterson, P2 Nation. We right back at you, all things covered. We got an outstanding guest right now. You guys know how we rock and roll. We bias when it comes to defensive back play. And actually, I forgot to tell our guests, how many times have we given Xavier the Strap of the Week award? Like twice, right?
At least once for sure. At least once.
I thought it might have been because he done got 7 books. So I know we gave him the Strap of the Week award quite a few times. Hey, we usually do a weekly award devoted to defensive backs who comes up with big time interceptions, big time plays. And this is the Strap of the Week award. You have received it a few times. But thank you once again for joining us. Our guest, I got to give him his proper intro, right? The best ball hawking safety in the National Football League today. Alabama great, national champion, 2017, I think it was the year. Second round pick by the New York Giants in 2020. Now a Green Bay Packer ball hawking safety. The highest paid, if not, I think he's one of the highest paid. He's up in that top 1 or top 2. You see nodding his head. You see that. I got to make sure I get it right. No other than the great Xavier Mckinney joining us here, all things covered. How you doing? How you feeling, Jay?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. How y'all boys doing today?
Man, we ain't doing as good as you. Shit.
I'm good. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm trying to get on y'all level, man. That's it.
You doing good, man. We definitely been big. I've been a big fan of yours since coming out, man, and it's been a pleasure seeing you grow and develop to be the type of player you are. Leader on and off the football field. So definitely, I cherish our relationship, man, and we love watching you play. And thank you for giving us an opportunity to chat with you here on the podcast. Let's get right to it. First and foremost, man, for our Green Bay Packer fans, you guys have had a really, really good season, especially when you talk about all the adversities you guys have been hit with in terms of injuries to your star quarterback, Jordan Love. You've still been weathering the storm. Being 9-4 right now, you're coming off a Thursday night loss to the Detroit Lions, 34-31. When you look at that ball game and seeing what happened, what went right, what went wrong, tell us, from your side of things, what do you guys need to do if you happen to see Detroit once again to get over that hurdle?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us is just playing a clean game against obviously a really good opponent. Obviously, I think that's a championship level team. And when you playing, these good teams, other good teams, a lot of the times it's gonna come down to who's gonna have the cleaner game, who's gonna have less penalties, who's gonna be able to, play longer and play harder than their opponent. And I really think that's the biggest thing. I think that's kind of the reason why we lost to them, 2 times. I think the first time we had some penalties that we shouldn't have had that kind of cost us. And we kind of gave them some things, that we shouldn't have gave them. And, I think that's really what's been the biggest difference. So we just got to keep working, man. Just keep knowing that, in order to, once we do play these good teams, we're going to have to play a complete game. And we're gonna have to stop having, so many penalties, especially unnecessary penalties that we don't need. But I think that's a part of growing and a part of learning. Obviously, we got a young team, and we figuring that part out. But as we play these games and play these big time games, at least, we'll figure that out, and we'll start to be better as we keep moving forward down the season.
And I got to follow it real quick, Pat P. One thing that me and Pat talked about during that Thursday night game, right? The aggressiveness from Detroit Lions head coach and Dan Campbell. And that last 4th down decision to go for it, X. What do you guys, How does that affect your game plan? Like that last play, and Pat, we talked about it last. I think it was the last drive. They were
Yep.
inside field goal range. He decided to go for it, right? And
Mm-hmm.
they converted it. Now remember,
Yeah.
they did not convert one early in the game that gave you guys prime scoring position. But as a defender in those situations, X, do you prefer for a coach to be as aggressive as he's been in terms of trying to go for it, knowing that you're on the football field and you're trying to defend? Because I have my opinion as a
Yeah.
fan, and I would love
Yeah.
to hear Pat P's opinion as well. But how are you feeling when you're out there in the game and you see a team trying to go for it on fourth down in questionable field position, to say the least?
I mean, I think all teams are different, and I think all coaches are different. I've been on my previous team when I was with the Giants. I knew my coach. We was going for it. Every time, at least when we felt like we needed to, or if we felt like we could get it. So I understand why, and I think in today's game, obviously, it's hard to play all four downs, and so I think that's becoming more popular to be able to go forward and to just say like if it's 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, what's the and especially if you pass the 50, why not? So I get it. But at the same time, like I don't always think it's smart to do. I think it could be something that could hurt you like in the long run, and I think it's something that's hurt them before. And it works until it doesn't work. So
Right.
we'll see, how long that they could keep doing that. And when it doesn't work, people gonna be frustrated and feeling the type of way about it. So I don't think it's gonna keep working. But that's how they play. That's their play style. And I think they have, fully been all in to I think the players are all into it and the coaches are all into it and they willing to, say F it and just be like, hey, we going for it. If we don't get it, we don't get it, but we trying to get it. So I think that's just their mindset.
Yeah, I heard that. And I have a two-part question as well, and I will stay on this topic that we're on right now. But what is the defensive mindset as well going into that game? Because now the Detroit Lions is not like a normal team, right? They're gonna go they're gonna go for it almost 80% of the chances, 80% of the time, especially if it's 5 yards and below. So what is the defensive coach or the defensive player's mindset heading into a Detroit Lions game? And my second question: you're currently tied in the NFL with 7 picks. What clicked in the midst of this season to help you have one of the best years thus far in your career?
Yeah, I think to answer your first question, going into a game, obviously where we know that, they're gonna go for it on fourth down, we just gotta like for this game, like obviously we gotta prepare and be ready for that, knowing that okay, it don't really matter where they're at, like they probably gonna go for it, on fourth down. So we gotta be prepared to play all four downs. So I think, that was something that obviously we knew going into this game. And we didn't do a great job on fourth down this game, but we knew, what going into it, what it was gonna be.
Mm,
And I think anytime that we face a team that, we know they're gonna go for it on fourth down, we just try to be prepared as possible and know that, we gotta be locked in. Everybody gotta have earmuffs. There's been like even the first game we played them, it was 4th and 7, on the goal line, and they hard counted us and we
Mm.
jumped off sides. And that's what that goes back to me saying like we beat ourselves because it was 4th and 7, it was they were in the goal line, we jump off sides. I don't even think they were trying to run a play. And then they get the 5-yard penalty. Next thing you know, it's 4th and 2 or 3.
mm,
And then, they go for it and they score. You know what I mean? So just it's just little stuff, man, that we gotta be, be on our P's and Q's with. And when we play these teams, we gotta be a lot more disciplined. And we just gotta be ready, for, what they're gonna come out with.
mm.
And then, just speaking on your second question, I think from the start, man, like when I first signed with Green Bay, like my whole mindset was new chapter. And going into the season, I told myself like, it didn't matter what happened, what was going to happen during the season or whatever the case may be, whatever obstacle it was going to be, like nobody was going to get my way and I was going to have, one of my best seasons of my career. And I prepared that way. I made sure that I was ready to go on every level. Just getting more in tune with the play calls. Getting more in tune with my teammates. And then going out there and playing freely, man. I think that was the biggest thing was just clearing my mind. I think this year has been the year for me where I've had mental clarity and I could just go out there and just completely ball. Like I ain't been worried about nothing but going out there and balling. So I credit that. And then just my work ethic, how I work, man, like the work that I put in off the field, the work that I put in when I'm, on the field, always trying to perfect my craft. And I think that's really been the biggest key for me.
You talked about mental clarity. What do you mean? Like, where in past seasons you weren't as clear mentally like you are now?
Yeah, I think like obviously with the Giants, like man, it was so much stuff going on. Like ever since I had got drafted, just dealing with stuff internally inside the building, dealing with different coaches that were there. Like it was hard for me to like be myself because there was so much other stuff that they was trying to get me to do or stuff that they weren't letting me do. And it was just hard to, go out there and just play freely. I was thinking about everything and not just using my
Mm.
instincts. And since the day I got here, like I felt the love from the coaches. I felt the love from the community, the fans, and the organization itself. And that gave me, it almost gave me my swagger back. I was like, oh yeah, I'm good. Like I feel good here. And from the jump, like I was able to, what I'm saying, make plays off rip. So I think that's kind of what it was from before. Just a lot of stuff going on internally inside the building.
Yeah. And talking about this upcoming season for the Green Bay Packers, you and Josh Jacobs were the two big major free agent signees for the team. Of course, you've been outstanding, but Josh Jacobs has been a beast as well. How
Yeah.
important has he been for y'all overall team success?
Man, he been super important. It's crazy, man, because it's like it feel like back in college again. Just being able to see, the things that he can do on the field and the way that he impacts the game, it's crazy, bro. Like I ain't outside of Saquon, like I ain't there's not many backs that can do what Josh Jacobs can do, like out there on the field. Whether that's running, whether that's catching the rock, running routes, pass blocking, whatever it is, like you name it, he can do it all. So he's been a huge addition, obviously me including myself, but he's been a huge addition for us as a team. And I already knew what, what I'm saying, when we, when we first came here, I already knew what time it was because I already know what time he on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just good to be back with somebody that was cut from the same cloth as me. And we were, obviously we went to college together and we went through that Bama grind together. So we already knew kind of how each other were built. And just being back with that, man, it felt good. And seeing him do what he does, it's nothing that, I didn't already, expect.
Man, speaking of a new chapter, it looked like he's enjoying his new chapter as well. Rushing the ball and pretty much being that kettlebell for your team on the offensive side of the ball for sure. For sure. Let's talk about your
Yeah.
defense, man. Your defense right now, you guys are top 10 in points allowed, top 10 in rush yard allowed. You guys are number 4 in turnovers with 24. What has provided you guys with success, and how good can you guys really be?
Man, it's crazy. We were just talking about that yesterday in the meetings. Just kind of looking through like the statistical stuff. And like we're like even those numbers are good, but like we could be so much better. I think sometimes it's like, little like small little details that we need to clean up.
Mm,
But I think we've done a great job, I think, this year of just kind of weather in the storm. Obviously, we had some injuries earlier in the year offensively, and we had to, you know what I'm saying, go out there and make stands and be able to get the ball back for the offense. So I think the sky's the limit. I talk to Quay all the time. Obviously, he got the green dot. But I talk to him all the time. I'm like, bro, like this we're gonna go a long way with this and we're gonna be here for a long time. And I tell him that all the time, because I got a feeling about this defense and the people that we have on this side of the ball where we could be a really great defense for a really long time. And I think we kind of just only seeing a glimpse of it right now, obviously, because we new to the scheme still. Obviously, I'm new to, the defense and just everybody. But we still like throughout this year we've been gelling, been trying to, figure each other out. But it's only gonna get better from here. And I think, we've started off, on the right foot. And we just gonna keep progressing, keep finding ways where we can be better. And it's gonna really, click for a long time.
Shoot, December football is the most important time to start playing your best, trying to get into that
Facts.
playoff stretch. So it's a great
Facts.
time to start really, really gelling. Talking
Facts.
about some good football, y'all got a really good quarterback in Jordan Love, and you've been around him enough to kind of see his impact. But what makes Jordan Love so special?
Yeah, man, it's the things that he can, bro. Man, hey, when we was in camp, bro, he was putting the ball in some places that I'm like, damn, like I ain't been around, I ain't been around this, so I was new to it. But the guys was telling me like even before like I got here, they like, hey, like bro, special, and you could tell with how he goes out there and plays. He never gets rattled. His confidence is always through the roof. I think you could tell, by how he go out there and play. And he's a hell of a leader, man. He, has great communication with everybody. You can talk to him whenever, you know what I'm saying? You had great conversations with him. And like I said, he's just confident as hell. So, in the quarterback, you always want a really confident quarterback. And he's doing that. And I think right now, even he's really catching his rhythm. And okay, you see it, I really out there like as he playing. And the crazy part is it's like he was when he first got in, like he was really, behind like because he was sitting behind A-Rod.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like he really still building that, what I'm saying, experience, being a starter in the league. And I think people like they don't really speak on that too much. But like the more experience he gets, like he gonna be like he's already dangerous, and he's like he ain't even played a full. I don't even think a full three yet, like a full
Mm.
3 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
This
So
is second full
like
year.
yeah, second full year. So like once he really like like these games start building up, man, he gonna be a scary sight to deal with, man, because he already puts the ball in some special places. He can do some special things in the pocket. Extends plays well. But obviously he do a lot for our team, and he means a lot for our team for sure.
We have some exciting news for all of our listeners, all of our viewers, all of our fans. We have an exclusive discount code with Home Field Apparel, one of the best apparel companies in the world. At checkout, if you enter in your promo code COVERED, COVERED, in the checkout promo code, you will get 15% off, which is a very, very exclusive discount coming from yours truly, all things covered.
No doubt about it. And you talked about something that was key. You talked about how important it was, or how cool Jordan was, how important it is to you as a defender to be able to have that communication or have that, I guess, that open dialogue with your quarterback. And also not only for you, but for the team as well.
Yeah. Nah, that it means a lot, bro. Like I ain't. It's crazy because when I was in New York, I didn't really notice, what I'm saying, how much that meant until I got here. I'm like, damn, like that shit means a lot because when everybody can go and have a conversation with the quarterback on the team, and like y'all know, like in order to win in this league, you gotta have like your quarterback gotta be legit. That's just what
Got
it
to.
is. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta have great communication with the quarterback, like everybody. And when you got a, you know what I'm saying, a quarterback that like I said, you can go talk to that's gonna have a cool conversation with you that's gonna lead, and everybody can go, you know what I'm saying, have a conversation. Everybody just feels more at ease, and you feel
Mm.
like, okay, like we good at the end of the day because we got, you know what I'm saying, Jay Love back there throwing the ball. You know what I'm saying?
And-
So that is
right.
super important in this league, and yeah, we love that for sure.
And with Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers, you guys are currently in the playoffs. If you guys stay in
Mhm,
that spot, do you think you guys can make some real noise in the playoff this year?
for sure. Um,
What
you know,
makes you so confident?
we Bro, the team, but like our team special, man. I'm telling you, we got a special team. And it was crazy. Like we young and like we still like obviously there's some things that happen out there that it's like damn, like you know we gonna get this shit fixed.
Mm.
Um, but we gonna make some noise, man. We get in these playoffs. We gonna make some noise. And I think we got a lot of people. Obviously, we young, but I think we got people on our team that have played in big time games and big time situations. Obviously, last year, you know what I'm saying, they made a run.
Mm.
So I think that, you know, once we do get into the playoffs, we're gonna have one thing on our mind, and that's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, the chip. And I think we got a lot of hungry dudes on our team. And I think things are, you know what I'm saying, they clicking for us right now, and we really about to get on the roll. So yeah, I think we it's gonna be something special we get in that playoff for sure.
Well, I can tell you this much. During my preseason prediction, I had the Green Bay Packers coming out of the NFC.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did. And the reason why, to some of the points you hit on, for you to be successful in postseason play, you got to have a quarterback. You got to have a
Hmm.
talented quarterback, a guy who you have to respect. You guys got that. If you had to rank the teams that will make the playoffs potentially as we see it today, your quarterback is no worse than top three, or he would be in the top four. If you had to rank all quarterbacks in the NFC in terms of playoff seeding. Outside of that, you got multitude of pass catchers that you got to respect.
Yep.
Like you got four wide receivers at any given time can do damage. Not to mention you get a slice of Kraft. You know, Kraft
Yeah.
tight end position. That's I, you know, slice of at Cheese Kraft. You get a slice of Kraft. He can do numbers. And your defense, you can rush the passer and you can get picks.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
are things that travels in playoff football.
for
Quarterback,
sure.
playmakers at the wide receiver position. I don't even have to talk about Josh Jacobs because we know he a straight monster in the backfield and just being able to rush the passer, you know, and create turnovers. So to your point, the one thing y'all got to clean up, and I'm just speaking as a fan and as an analyst because I watch so much ball. The penalties. That's it, and
Yeah.
that's what hurt
Hmm.
y'all last Thursday against Detroit. And to your point, these are things you grow from, and you learn from, because you get that out of your game plan, man. If you look at all in terms of just talent, and I'd love to hear what the viewers think about this, Pat P. In terms of just pure quarterback talent, right? Just pure quarterback talent, just a natural thrower of the football. Jordan Love probably be one or two, and out of all the quarterback playoffs, like
Yeah.
all the quarterbacks that would be in the playoffs as we see it today. Pat P, what you think? Because you got Jared Goff, you got Jalen Hurts, you got
Yep.
Sam Darnold, you got Baker Mayfield, right? You got who else? Detroit. Who I'm missing? Who's in the West? Oh, Seattle. Geno Smith,
Seattle.
Seattle, Gino.
Yeah, I
right?
put Love at two.
That's what I'm saying. No worse than two. He's top two. I
Yeah.
think when it's just pure talent,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
So
if you saying pure talent, he's one.
facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
If you're
Yeah.
so
just talking
you
about
know,
pure talent, like
pure
he's number
talent,
Yeah.
one.
man. I never see somebody throw off their back foot as
Yeah.
good as he does.
Nah.
Like
Telling you.
you can't coach that. Just a floater.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I
And
mean?
it looks
Just a
effortless
floater.
too
So,
when he do it. It looks just
oh, no
effortless.
question. Like he was born to throw a ball.
Yep.
Facts.
That's what he was born to do. So we'll see how it played. But hey, man, you know that was my pick. My AFC pick ain't looking too good right now, but my NFC pick we looking pretty good. So we'll see. You know, you talked about some of the outstanding players on your team. Of course, yourself, Josh Jacobs, Jordan Loves. The list can go on and on. But X, give us a player that has really been balling, but he's probably not getting the national attention like some of you guys are getting.
Mm. Uh, I probably gotta say KB Carl Brooks, D lineman.
Mm-hmm.
He make a lot of plays for us. Obviously, he don't like his snap count is not super high. But when he get in the game, he making a play. He getting a tackle for loss. He getting a sack or something like that. So, um, he's done a hell of a job. We got a lot of we got. I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of a tough question though, because we got a lot of people, especially on the defensive side, um, that have made huge contributions to our team's success and to our defense, as a unit as a whole. Him, Eric Wilson,
Mm-hmm.
linebacker. I think one game, I want to say it was the Colts game. He might have got in. I don't even know how many snaps he got. Defensive snaps. He might have had like 12 or 15 snaps defensively, and he had a pick. He had like two TFLs. So he went crazy. But like, there's a lot of dudes on our defensive side of the ball that are young, that are super talented, that don't get a whole bunch of recognition right now, but it's gonna come. By the way they play and the plays that they make, how productive they are. So. That's a tough one, but those are a couple guys that I would say.
I love Javon Bullock.
Oh yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he is
I mean, yeah,
hard.
yeah, the rook, but the rook, Javon. You got
Edrin
Edrin.
Cooper.
Yeah, Edrin.
Yep.
Yeah, like the list really go on, bro. We got that one saying we
I
got
got
a lot of
talent.
talent, and a lot of these dudes are young too, and like they don't even have the experience yet. So when the experience come, like it's gonna be exciting to watch.
Man, that's dope, man. I have a two-part question for you before we get into like our superlatives or whatnot. My first part is the Giants allow you and Saquon to walk out of the building, and both of you guys are
Hmm.
having career, like numbers. First of all, how did that happen? And my second question is, what was your first reaction when you had the opportunity to meet Jair Alexander?
Yeah, first to answer the first question, I don't know how that happened, bro. I'm gonna keep it, 1,000 with you.
Did they give you a legit offer? Did they try to retain you?
Nah, bro, like so they basically did the same thing that they did to Saquon to me. They was like, hey, if you think you got a better offer, then basically go find that offer and come back to us with that offer. So they didn't think that, same thing with him. They didn't think that nobody was gonna offer what they offered.
Mm,
And they thought we was just gonna come back like, hey, we need, like on some begging stuff. But that's a whole nother story.
mm.
But I don't really know how it happened, but I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad that he, what I'm saying, I'm just being honest. I'm glad that he, what I'm saying, was able to, find a place that truly,
Appreciate
wanted him there.
it.
Yeah, appreciated him. And you see when a place appreciates you, you see how you can go out there and just ball. Like I'm
Yeah.
sure he'll say the same thing. Like he got mental clarity now. Like he can just go out there and play football. Like the fans love him, the coaches love him, the organization love him. So yeah. But
Wow, I'm surprised they ain't even try to offer you. Like, usually we throw something at you to see. They was like on some man. We ain't even
Man,
try
the
to.
man,
They
the
let
man said they be on some other stuff around there. So that was
nah,
enough said right there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
wow.
but yeah, now to answer your second question, first time I met Ja was damn, when did I first meet him? Um, I think it was at an OTA,
Hmm.
like the first OTAs, and we actually hung out. So I went to his house, and we just vibed out. Like we was getting to know each other, just kind of talking through the season, talking through, what I'm saying, like what we wanted it to look like. Him telling me kind of what had been going on previously, and just really finding ways where. What I'm saying? We could be able to lead the group and lead the defense, lead the team. So that was kind of the first, time when we met. That's kind of what we talked about. But when I first met him, I already knew like he was an interesting dude. He a character. He a good dude. But he definitely a character, man. He funny as hell. He keep everybody energy high.
Mm.
And everybody like, when you're around him, like you always gonna be laughing. You never know what you're gonna get from him. You know what I'm saying? Like he crazy a little bit, but it's a good crazy though, man. And it's been great going out there and playing with him.
Yeah.
'Cause he's special. Like the dude's special.
Yeah.
Like, dude, especially like when I first got out there with like I was telling him we had conversation. I was like, bruh, you gonna like we gonna make each other's jobs so easy
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
because I already know you gonna shut down your half of the field. And for me, like knowing that, I never play with a corner that's as good as him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like playing with that, that cuts off a whole field for me. Like I told him, I'm like, bro, like I don't even have to play the full field anymore. Like I
Yep.
Right.
could leave you to hold one side and I'm just working the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So like, and even times where, I told him like, if he want to be aggressive with something, like, bro, go jump it and I got you over the top.
Oh
You
Mm.
know what I'm
man,
saying? So
yeah,
just
that's a great
building,
thing when safety tell you that.
man. So just building that trust with each other. We built that through, OTAs, through camp. And it's gonna continue to get better. And I can't wait to see, where we could really take it to, because I think it's gonna be special.
And that's the thing people are forgetting because he's been out of the lineup because of an injury.
Yeah.
You guys hadn't really got the chance to really put it all together
Right.
because he's
Hmm.
been dealing with injuries, and you still haven't missed a beat in the secondary. So when you get your CB1 back into place,
Man,
man, that's all right.
Agrees, coach.
You can't be sleeping
man.
on that them Packers like that, man.
Facts.
Hey, no question. I got one more for you before we get to a little fun in the sun with you. Um, I would love for you to share with Pat P and our viewers, right? So, Pat P, you know how sometimes with certain organizations, bro, they be doing some real shady, questionable stuff, right?
Mm.
So Zay comes into the league, gets drafted in the second round, balling, making plays. And Zay, I'm gonna let you take it from here, but tell us, and well, tell Pat, because I already know the story.
Yeah.
What you had to go through your rookie year with the New York Giants, by the way, team who invested a second round pick in you, and like the shady stuff you was dealing with your rookie campaign that kind of hampered you from being on the football field as much as you should have been.
Yeah, no, it was definitely dealt with a lot of stuff my 4 years there, but that first year, the craziest thing was a lot of crazy stuff that happened. But one of the craziest things was I had a little dog chain. It was one that my mom gave me, actually. So my
Mm.
mom got it for me. It was like a little gold, like, some that was like, something cheap. It wasn't crazy. It didn't have no diamonds on it. It was a little dog chain. It had like an X in it and like 29.
Mm.
And like they was tripping, like they literally told me that I couldn't wear it. Like I couldn't wear. They was like, yeah, you
Who's
can't
your
wear it
head
in
coach?
practice. Joe Judge.
Oh yeah, that
So
says
I
enough.
could so I couldn't wear it in practice. I couldn't wear it in the games. And like they literally started like it was like for real tripping about it. And they made me like take it off. I'm like, damn, like it's just a dog chain. Like I ain't had like I said, I ain't had no diamonds in it. It was just a gold, like, small little chain. You know what I'm saying? That I pretty much wore it every day. Like it was one of the ones, you just got on every day.
Right.
Um, but yeah, man, that was one of the like things that kind of was crazy, bro. They made me take it off, and I couldn't wear. I actually ended up losing it because what I'm saying, I had stopped wearing it.
Mm.
But yeah, man, it was just a lot of stuff where I couldn't, what I'm saying, I feel like I couldn't be myself, and that made it hard for me to go out there and really play, and not only play, but like it's hard to go out and lay it on the line for an organization or a team, or even the coaches when, what I'm saying, they not really laying it on the line for you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they're not letting you be you. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I ran into there. And I had some tough years. Like even, my second year I go and have 5 picks and 80 plus tackles and all the extra, like even that year was tough because the first, I want to say, like 4 or 5 games, I was on like I was playing like half the snaps.
Your
Mm.
pitch count.
Yeah, I was like on the pitch count, which was crazy because like it was clear that I was the best safety that we had,
Right.
and I'm sitting up here playing half like I'm like, what the hell, like what's going on? And I'm asking them like, what's going on? They not really, what I'm saying, they're not telling me. Um, and then I think I remember one time I was irritated because all they had me doing was playing in the middle of the field. And I'm like, well, damn, like we want to make plays, but if I'm just sitting here in the middle of the field and I know we're not scoring on offense, like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Right.
So then I actually told I told one of the vets that was on the team at the time. I told him, I was like, hey, can you at least, like, you know what I'm saying, tell coach, like to try to move me around.
I
So
know who
he
you're
te
talking about.
Yeah, yeah. So he tell him. So then he tell the coach, you know what I'm saying, talk to him, whatever. So he come back to me and he like, yeah, he told me to tell you to just do your job. I'm like, man, this shit is crazy, bro. That's when I knew. I'm like, yeah, this shit is. I don't know what else to do, bro. Like, I'm doing all I can, but it's like,
Yeah.
damn, like, all right, bro. So, yeah, it was a lot of crazy stuff that happened during my
Hey,
time there. So,
it was a great thing they ain't offer you one dime. You
Right.
made
yeah,
you made your decision easy. And to your point, viewers, think about this, viewers, in terms of what Xavier just shared with us. How many times, even going back then, have you seen somebody in a Giants uniform wearing necklaces? Like,
yeah,
come on, man. And I remember when you shared that with me, I'm like, wait a minute, such and such out there playing every Sunday, iced out. Like,
Joe Judge, man. I'm
so
telling you, that's where it came from.
yeah, it's sometimes
100%.
individuals in power in terms of coaching or the front office, they do things very, very questionable, and it does not allow you to be, to your point, mentally cleared when you out there on the football field to be at your best. You know what I mean? Because you
hmm
feel like they don't have your best interest. But now they let you go. They felt like you wasn't good enough to get an offer, and you out here got 7 picks and counting. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Playing with a good team that really respects your worth, and they allow you to go out there and play free, man. So I don't know who won. I'm not gonna say who won and who didn't, but I think it's easy to
Very
see
clear.
who won. And I
for
bet
sure.
Saquon is saying the same thing. I'm happy y'all ain't offer me no deal, because man,
Man,
the future is extremely bright for both of you guys with your 2 new organizations. So, but hey, before we gonna let you go, Zay, I know we gonna play a game, and Pat, both of you 2 guys are SEC guys, right?
Mm.
The self-proclaimed best football conference in college football, self-proclaimed.
yeah.
Man, that's foolishness.
Hey,
Right?
man.
Hey, Pat, what you say?
Huh?
I thought you said something.
I said, amen.
No, that's self-proclaimed. That mean they ain't all the way legit true like
No,
that.
it's
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 self-proclaimed.
legit, my guy. It's legit.
So we want to have you build your all Alabama team of current active NFL players. So we don't have to go through an offensive line. I'm sorry, offensive lineman. We ain't gonna show y'all love with this team assembled. But we're gonna go with a quarterback,
hmm
3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and we're gonna build a full 11 defense, starting
Damn.
defense, right? And we can go nickel package, three corners, 2 safeties. So let's start quarterback. All right.
Quarterback. I'm gonna go with damn.
It's easy. Should be.
Quarterback. I'm gonna go with Tua.
That's what I thought. Who
Yeah.
will be your 3 receivers?
Mm.
We going off of like NFL, or we going off of
Yeah,
like college?
current
Like what we
NFL
going?
They're
players right now
currently
in the
they got to
league.
be in the NFL though. They got to be in the NFL
All
right now.
right. I'm gonna go receiver. I'm gonna go with Amari Cooper.
1.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Devontae Smith,
Okay.
Okay.
and I'm gonna go Waddle.
I like it.
Okay. All right. All right.
And then running backs. I gotta go Josh, and then I'm gonna go Derrick Henry.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um, who
And now
that's
we
now we
on
to
defense.
the defense side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D tackles.
D
And what
tackle.
y'all
I'm
what
gonna
y'all
go.
running Alabama? 3-4, right?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, D tackle, 2 ends, and 2 outside linebackers.
And 2 inside. So you want to have them build a 3-4?
Yeah, that's what
Pat?
they ran.
D tackle. I'm gonna go with Q.
Okay.
Q
Quentin
Williams.
Williams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quentin Williams.
Huh?
You said 2 D tackles?
2 D ends
But
now.
Q can play like
Oh,
the
two
nose
D.
thing. He can play like the
All
nose
right.
and you do two D ends.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go with Will Anderson,
Okay.
Mm.
and then I'm gonna put Payne out. I know he's not a DM, but I'm gonna put Payne out there.
He versatile.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna
very
put Payne
versatile.
out there. And then two backers, right?
Yep.
Yep. Two backers, and if we're doing 3-4, you still need two outside rushers.
Yeah, two
Yeah.
need outside rushers.
Hmm.
That's tough. Uh, I'm gonna go CJ Mosley
Yep.
Inside.
in the middle. Yeah.
Yep.
Um, hmm, that's tough. I'm gonna go with damn. Y'all making me think, bruh.
I got an
That's why I
inside
said,
backer for
damn,
you.
too. You gave me the whole defense.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
defense is
I got an
crazy.
inside backer for you, X.
Who that?
Tor.
I'm gonna take before I take Tor, I'm gonna take Harris.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, Harris with
yeah, I'm
Houston.
gonna take
Yeah,
Harris. Yeah, with
yeah,
Houston.
Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, man, I need to go to the DBs though. God
Yeah, yeah,
damn,
yeah. Yeah,
I
go
got the
ahead.
backers is
Talk to
crazy.
me. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on to hear.
Two
Yeah,
outside corners.
outside corners, man. I gotta go with Pat, and I gotta go with Diggs.
Who gonna be
I
the
got
inside?
who gonna be the inside?
I got one.
Pat did.
I'm waiting to see if you get his name here. Yeah, we put that
Uh,
pressure on you.
Yes,
yeah, no,
That's the
sir.
yeah.
problem. We got too many damn people in the NFL. That's
Oh,
your
no, for
problem.
sure. I got an inside. I got Marlon in the
Marlon
inside.
Humphrey. Okay,
Yep.
all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Marlon in the inside, and really all three of them could interchange. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not
Uh,
putting Diggs inside though.
nah, I'm not gonna put Diggs inside. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
I'm
put
not
Diggs.
putting
You're right.
Diggs
I'm not
inside.
gonna put Diggs inside. I'm not gonna put him inside. But I'm gonna put him on the outside, and then
Oh,
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
and then the safeties. I'm gonna go with me and Minka.
That's a solid secondary room there, coach.
Hey
Me and
Pat, they
Minka.
secondary better than y'all, huh?
Nah, close.
What?
Who you had on your secondary?
What are you
Man, I
talking
don't
about,
know.
Pat?
I'm just talking. I haven't even had an opportunity to think of anybody right now. But yeah,
You
y'all
talking
definitely
about
got us.
current? You talking about current? You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can think of current
they definitely got us on the current list he just gave us.
in the
Yeah, they definitely
secondary
better
because
than us.
you had to throw Stingley out there.
Mm.
And think
Stingley.
about this. Hey, X forgot about Brian
Who go?
Branch.
I did. You're right. I did.
Ooh, yeah. Brian Branch having a hell of a year right now in Detroit.
He is for sure. Ooh,
Yeah, it's
ooh.
like you're tied for second. What, he's up there with like 5 or 6, right?
Yeah, I think he got five. Or no,
Hold
he
on.
Yeah.
might got, he either got 4 or 5.
Hold on, I'll tell
Okay.
you right
I
now.
know
So
early in the
Utah,
year,
they
boy, he was
closer than
snagging them jumps from
Detroit.
everywhere.
Yeah, they balling over there. Though. I gotta give them their credit. They them safeties over there, they balling for sure.
So
Yeah.
Utah with it's you,
Me and
Joseph,
Kirby, yeah.
with Kirby. Marlon got 5. Marlon
Yeah.
got 5 as well.
That
I ain't
boy
I thought
realize
Murphy
Marlon
got
had
6.
6. Murphy got 6. Murphy got
Yeah.
6.
He
Yeah,
just had a
Byron Murphy
91
got
hander
6. Marlon
last week.
Humphrey got 5.
I saw that. I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Branch got 4.
Oh, you got
He
4.
got 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, all his
Branch
jumps
got
came
4.
early.
yeah.
And Tyron Matthew got 3. He in the running as well.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I like his lineup.
that lineup nice.
Yeah, that lineup's nice. That's a legit championship lineup for sure.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
compete with
Yeah.
anybody.
Hey, them Bama
Yeah.
boys, man, they deep, man. I can't.
Yeah, we running the league right now,
Yeah,
man.
y'all running the
Seem
league.
like it.
It's a downfall right now in Tuscaloosa, though. It's a downhill, but
It is. It
yeah,
is. It is.
It might
it's
be
a
a while.
downhill.
It is.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
Hey, Zay, real quick, man. Thank you for joining us. Oh, I got one last one for you. All right, since you're a Green Bay Packer, start, sit, cut. Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, Jordan Love.
Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. They only had 3
I'm
quarterbacks in the last 25 years.
I'm
That's their
I'm
problem, Pat. Somebody
I'm
got so you got to start one, sit one, and cut one.
I'm starting J Love. I'm oof. I'm benching
Be careful now.
I'm I'm benching I'm benching A-Rod, and I'm gonna cut Brett Favre.
Cut Brett Favre.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 Oh, okay.
Well, Jordan, the 2 guys he's starting you in front of, Both got a Super Bowl ring, so there ain't no pressure.
No
It's on the
pressure.
way, man. Don't worry about
There ain't no pressure.
it.
Ain't no pressure. But hey, X man, thank you for joining us once again, man. The great Xavier Mckinney. Let's go ahead and put it right now. First team All Pro. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean? Let's go ahead
easily.
and knock that out of the way, man. Right now, first team All Pro, current NFL interceptor leader. Yeah, I mean, you still got 4 games left, man. If you can go get you one in each one of those games, that's double-digit picks.
Yes,
No, it's
sir.
3 more coming. Three to 4 more coming for sure.
You heard it
Hey,
all
man,
things covered. X calling it right
For
now.
sure.
3 or 4 more
no
coming in the
question,
Yeah.
last
no
4
question.
games.
Get that
Go get
strap
it,
of the
my
week
guy.
Yeah.
award once again, man. Best of luck, man, to you and the guys, man, against Seattle and the rest of the way. You know we're gonna be watching. We're gonna stay in touch with you, man, as well, man. And thank you once again for joining us.
For sure. I appreciate y'all boys for having me.
Man,
Yeah.
anytime, man. And go Tigers.
Ain't no go
Nah.
Tigers. What are you talking about?
Roll Tide, man.
Yeah, he ain't
Always,
going no,
man.
they
Hey
ain't
Straight
going
man,
up,
no
I had to sneak
bowl.
that in
man.
there, man. You see my eye. I had to sneak that in there, dog.
How he ain't going no bowl, Pat P? Who you talking about?
Hey man, we're gonna be that same bowl game as them. They lost 4 games, we lost 4 games. So
No, they lost 3.
Yeah,
Nope.
oh my
we all
bad,
gonna be in the
I
Cheesy
think we lost
Bowl,
3
man.
too.
Yeah, we all gonna be in down. Well, heck, my school ain't going no
I'm
bowl.
gonna
Shoot,
say, hold on, wait. Hold on, X, before we really let you go. How many
no,
teams, how
hold
many
on,
games Florida State won this year?
hold on, Pat. That ain't what we talking about,
Yeah, they went on the downfall early too.
man. I
You
forgot
talking
we were
about your
sad.
school
I
had a
need to be quiet.
downfall, X.
Oh man, early.
Hey, hey, that's what I said. I forgot we were sad this year. I told X they on the downfall. Man, we won 2 games, man. I'm gonna be like Red and tuck my chain in on Friday, man. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna shut up. I like your t-shirt. I like the brim you're rocking, man. Shouts out to Home Field Apparel. Once again, listen, when it comes to the latest collegiate gear, repping almost every university that is out there, Home Field Apparel is the place to go. Make sure you hit cover to get 15% off. The promo code, as I repeat, is covered to get 15% off. Our gifts to you guys for rocking with us. You guys know what we do week in and week out. We love to highlight games. We love to preview games. We love to give our picks every week because we want to help you guys win some money like what we try to do on our end, right? So this is a very, very entertaining week, but Pat, when you talk about buys, I don't think there's a team that has a buy. I think the buys are all done. So all 32 teams in the National Football League will be playing football this weekend and week.
Parlays,
This is week.
parlays.
This is week 15. Week 15. Week 15. But before we get into this particular weekend of games and give you our picks, real quick, Pat, there's some turmoil going on in Philadelphia.
There is.
Yeah, there's some turmoil. I don't know how you can have turmoil when you're one of the best teams in the NFC. You've been I think you're currently in a 9 or 10 game winning streak, but it seems to be a disconnect between star wide receiver A.J. Brown and star quarterback Jalen Hurts. They just won against Carolina, very, very close game, by the way. Carolina did play some inspired football, but they won. That's the most important thing. And, of course, you guys probably seen the clip. You know, reporters asked A.J. Brown what needs to improve. He said passing. You know, instantly when you say that, we go ahead and look at who? The quarterback. Right? Hearing that and being a vet like you once were in the National Football League, how do you feel about the star wide receiver, you know, making it known what needs to improve? Granted, you always want to improve. Even in wins, you want to improve. But how do you feel with his response to that question to the media there in Philly?
Well, with me, you know, being in the locker room, or you know, if I was a teammate of his and hearing that, you never want to hear, you know, the receiver talking about we need to improve in passing to the media after a game. You know what I mean? It just brings more awareness and more attention to basically an uncaused distraction to the team. Like you said, you in the midst of a 9-10 game winning streak. So like I feel like that type of news should never be, you know, aired out to the media so they could have something to run with and being able to poke holes in the team and start to tear you guys further apart. Yeah, we all know that if the Philadelphia Eagles want to be successful and make a real run, they're going to have to depend on Jalen Hurts to make those clutch passes down the stretch, hitting A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, you know, in the fourth quarter, and even early on in the game to get the momentum and get him in the rhythm to be able to have the confidence in him to call up those pass plays late in the game. But I agree with him. I believe they definitely need to improve in the passing game in order for that offense to be that much more successful. Because we all know what Saquon Barkley could do behind that offensive line. Now you have two world class receivers. That's not really hitting their potential when both of the guys are in the lineup together. So that is something that the offensive coordinator. Kellen Moore is going to have to do a better job of finding ways to get these guys involved in the game early, and also find a way to get Jalen Hurts into a rhythm early on in the game versus waiting, mid second quarter or late in the first half or late in the first quarter. Because this is another interesting stat about the Philadelphia Eagles. They are the only team to not have a first quarter touchdown, which is
Yeah, they've been getting up
bizarre.
to slow starts.
Yes, which is bizarre, knowing what they have on the opposite side of the ball. So
Yeah.
they're going to have to do, some soul searching on how to improve their passing game for sure. But I don't think that was the right setting to air out that type of dirty laundry.
I agree with you. I think after a loss, it kind of makes you raise your eyebrow a little bit. You know what I mean? And it seemed like he wasn't really emotionally involved in the game, for whatever reason. And that's the first thing you say. And indirectly, we look at the quarterback as being the issue because he's the quarterback who's supposed to throw the football in the passing game. So when you say what needs to improve passing, we instantly look at the quarterback instead of you saying what needs to improve. Well, I got to do a better job in establishing a rhythm, creating separation, in the passing game so we can be better in the passing game.
Right.
Now it makes it seem like you're not pointing the blame at somebody. You know what I mean? You taking, blame for how you could improve and help everything. You know what I mean? So, but it's not the first time it seemed like these boys kind of been off the trail a little bit. I don't know how authentic their relationship is, but this ain't the first time, it seems there's a disconnect. And I agree with you as well, Pat. For them to get to where they need to go, they need to be able to throw the football better. They have to. You can run the football, but what happens when the running game isn't there and you need that passing rhythm to be in place? What happens if it's not there? You know what I mean? So I can tell you this much. They're going to get him the football against Pittsburgh. When these wide receivers make it known they unhappy, yeah, Pittsburgh, they're going to get 11 the football Sunday. So make sure y'all ready to go and see that beast of a wide receiver because he's going to be ready to go with that dark visor. Speaking of Pittsburgh and Philly, this is going to be an entertaining weekend. Week 15 is going to be entertaining. I hope y'all ready. Hope y'all got y'all pen and y'all pad. Because my guy Pat P been really feeling real froggy these last few days.
Yeah, the last few weeks. I would say the last few days, the last 2 weeks. Yeah, the last 2 weeks.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you guys our picks versus the spread, right? If you want to join us, please do. And Pat, we putting something on the line, right?
Yeah, what I do last week for our listeners and viewers? What was my record last week?
You were drinking Minute Maid.
What was my record last week? That's what I'm asking you.
I don't know. That ain't my business. I ain't your secretary.
You need me to remind you?
I ain't your secretary. I don't know what your record was.
Well, anyway, listeners and viewers, I went 7-1, so I hope y'all took some of my picks. The only game I lost was the Detroit Lions by a hook, 3.5. But I hope you guys took my picks. And like Brian said, I am feeling froggy, damn it. So I hope you got 8 games. I know we got what? You said 32 teams playing. So we got 16 games. 3, 4, 5, I know we ain't going to pick 16 games. But I'm going to give my fans, my listeners and viewers a hell of a parlay. So follow me. Matt, let's go.
Hold on. Let me add one more game. You're out here doing this big talk. Like, I don't know who you think he is right now. Yeah, let me put a good one on here too.
I'm feeling good, Matt. The last 2 weeks, I only lost 1 game in the last 2 weeks.
I don't know
I lost 2 games in the last 2 weeks.
That ain't my business.
I know. Better than yours, though.
That ain't my business.
All right, let's go.
All right. First game, Thursday night. Rams traveling to San Francisco. San Francisco is giving the Rams 2.5.
Give me the Rams.
I'm taking the Rams, too. Next game, Cincinnati traveling to Tennessee. Cincinnati is giving
I don't care how many points they give him. Cincinnati.
They giving them 5.
Cincinnati.
Let me look at something real quick.
There ain't nothing to think about, Coach. Cincinnati not kicking field goals. Joe Burrow's on fire. Jamar Chase about to have another game of his career. Tennessee, they already packed it in. They just lost to Mac Jones. Mac Jones.
I'm taking Cincinnati as well.
Okay.
All right, next game. Dallas traveling to Carolina. Carolina's giving the Cowboys 2.5.
That's a fishy one. Carolina giving Dallas Cowboys 2.5. And where they going? They going to Carolina?
Well, ain't no home field advantage in either place, but the game being played in Carolina.
I'm gonna go Dallas.
I'm going Carolina. Let's go, Bryce Young.
You said it with your chest, like you was proud of that pick.
Next game, Jacksonville is hosting the Jets. The Jets are giving Jacksonville 3.5.
Come on, Aaron. Like, you gotta beat Mac Jones. Like,
he can beat him, but he might not cover. 3.5 is a spread.
I'm gonna go with the Jets. I'm gonna take the Jets.
You gonna take the Jets?
Yeah.
Jacksonville getting 3.5. Jacksonville getting 3.5. Both teams got 3 wins.
Yeah. Trash bowl.
Dang. This is a tough one right here, boy. 3.5. Dang. It's hard betting on two bad teams, boy.
Yeah, I know it is.
It's hard
That's why I'm
doing
gonna take
that.
a better
2, 3, and
quarterback.
10 team. Is he?
He better than Mac Jones.
I'll go to Jets as well.
Yeah, he got to be better than Mac Jones.
I'll go to Jets as well. All right, next game. Now, this is a good one. Buffalo traveling Detroit. Detroit giving the Buffalo Bills 2.5.
Whew.
I'm taking Detroit.
This is a good one. And you said the Bills traveling to Detroit?
And they're getting 2.5. I'm taking Detroit.
Yeah, I'm taking Detroit too.
Next game, Pittsburgh traveling to Philadelphia. Philadelphia giving Pittsburgh 5.
Oh, Pitt. That's way too many points.
Pitt too.
Yeah, that's way too many points. Hey, that might be the lock of the week.
Hey, I got a stat for y'all too, real quick. Hold on. Watch this.
That might be the lock of the week, Coach.
In terms of when Mike Tomlin, where my information at? Hold on, I'm gonna get it to you right here.
And make sure you give us the right information too. Now,
I got it right here.
A lot of bettors gonna be out there like BMac told me.
The Steelers are 5-0 as underdogs this season. They've won 7 straight games outright as underdogs dating back to last season. Mike Tomlin is 60-32-3 against the spread in his career as an underdog. I got to follow that trend.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking Pittsburgh.
I didn't even know that stat, but I was going with Pittsburgh anyway. That's way too many points.
Indy traveling to Denver. This is a play. These two teams fighting for their life in playoffs.
Denver.
The Colts are getting 4 points.
The Colts getting. I'm gonna take Denver.
I'm taking Denver too.
I'm gonna take Denver.
I'm taking Sean Payton. All right, last game. Green Bay traveling to Seattle. Seattle was getting 3 points.
Green Bay. Nope. Change it. I'm taking Seattle.
Good. You go. This is why I get them right here. I'm taking Green Bay. I'm taking Green Bay.
All right. There we go.
I'm taking Green Bay. Picks are in. Ain't no time to run now. And my water will be here. Good water, too. Boss, the expensive water. I don't want to drink that. I want mine filtered. Straight out the box. Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, man.
Yeah. I hope y'all, hey, we just gave y'all winning picks. Whose side you on? Whose side are you on?
They on my side,
Pat.
Coach. All right,
Yes,
my
sir.
guy.
I hit you up.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Yeah, money, 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 money. Ain't that funny? I got haters. Yeah, they watching, but I know they love me. Money, 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 money. Ain't that funny? I got haters. Yeah, they watching, but I know they love me. Riding around the city, plastic cup of C-Rock. Bigger and I'm blacker. I am on that Chris Rock.